Yeah, I mean it's reasonably captivating. I don't know if I'm going to keep watching. Each episode is like 53 minutes long.
Really?
Yeah. So
That's not. That's
yeah,
a lot of time.
Yeah, because I thought that was just the first episode. Because sometimes in new TV series they tend to put the first episode longer. At least the first two then is both exactly 53 minutes long. So that's quite a long time. I thought I'd watch the second. It's not bad. It's just I don't know. It's Marvel, right? So you already need to suspend your disbelief.
Yeah.
So that was the complaint I was just about to make, is that I have to suspend my disbelief.
But I have no problem with that with TV shows, because I'd rather watch a TV show I have to suspend my disbelief than to watch one that's like completely and utterly grounded in logic and common sense.
Really?
Yeah, like that wouldn't be very interesting.
I feel like I'd like somewhere between the two when I watch.
Yeah. I suppose it depends what you're wanting to watch, you know.
So yeah, get watching that. What else are you watching at the moment?
At the moment, we're not watching a whole lot because we were watching Breaking Bad. We just finished Better Call Saul, obviously. With not that recently, but a couple of months ago, we just finished rewatching Prison Break. I enjoy that show. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but the first season is really good, and the subsequent seasons are pretty good, but they kind of get worse as they go. There's only 4 seasons, and the first season's good, and then the second season's pretty good, and the third season's not bad, and the fourth season is alright, but it's like the last 4 or 5. It's the last season of Prison Break is 5 or 6 episodes too long. It gets to like a midway point in the season, and you're like, yes, let's wrap it up, guys. Let's take it home. Prison Break's enjoyable. I wouldn't say good. Game of Thrones is on Monday, so that's. I don't even need to say that out loud. Everyone in the world knows that Game of Thrones is on Monday. I'm going to be watching it, so whatever.
I'm not.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not going to watch it.
Why not? Because fuck Game of Thrones?
I really like Game of Thrones.
Well, maybe you should watch it.
I really like Game of Thrones. It's great, but at the same time, it's like, do you know, you hear of abusive relationships where like the person that's being abused is like, oh, but I love him. He's lovely when it's nice, and otherwise it's just an asshole sometimes. That is Game of Thrones. But when he's an asshole, he's a real asshole. He's cruel, and sometimes I feel like I'm just watching like gore porn. Do you feel that way when watching it? Like it's really gruesome. Really gruesome.
It's very graphic, definitely.
Have you seen anything else, a TV show that's as gruesome as that? Because I don't think I have.
I think Hannibal is pretty grim. Hannibal has a lot of moments of like, can you do that on TV? Like there's one episode where there's like, it almost looks like a totem pole on the beach made of like body parts sewn together. Did you see that? Or maybe it's in the
I didn't get that.
This giant structure of, I say giant, it's probably like 11 or 12 feet tall maybe.
Yeah.
Just a structure made of like arms and legs and torsos and heads and stuff.
Yeah. See, I don't feel like that would bother me. You know what I think bothers me?
Game of Thrones doesn't bother me. I mean,
really? What?
Let's just say Game of Thrones spoilers. But again, everyone in the world watches it, so maybe not. And everyone's definitely going to be caught up for the new season at the very least. So the way the Red Viper died, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I know you're right.
Yeah. That was pretty fucking grim.
It was, and you know
that was probably for me the most cringe-worthy moment. I was like, eesh, jeez, yeah, that's nasty.
I've got zero energy.
And it's compounded by the fact that the guy who played him was really fucking good.
He was cool, but he was a very short-lived character, wasn't he?
Yeah. But I think his death is the one that's made me be like, fuck, the most, you know, that's grim.
Well, I think
graphic.
I think and there's the difference for me, in that you said what did you say it was called? Sorry, Hannibal. You said Hannibal was bad because you know the totem pole of whatever, but that's not that's not so bad for me because it's just body parts.
While we're talking, if anyone's even watching this anymore, because I'm having real difficulty playing because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
But so while we're just talking about that, I'd really like just like a picture of this body part totem pole for people to see in case they haven't seen Hannibal, which I know they fucking haven't because it's like the anti-Breaking Bad Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Because no one fucking watches it. And if my show gets cancelled because you're not going to watch it, I'm
genuinely upset that people aren't watching it.
I am. I want to watch it, man.
Well, here's the thing. The difference for me is that would be tolerable because it's dead body parts, whereas this is
people being made dead.
Yeah, people being hurt in horrible ways. Like, you know, the finger thing. You know, the guy that had his finger dissected or something like that. It's messing me up just thinking about it. It's horrible. Horrible. And you know, like I keep thinking of the Khaleesi. I can't remember her name.
Oh, Daenerys.
Daenerys of Targaryen or whatever. She's really, really pretty.
Yeah.
So you know she's going to get more. You know, one of her dragons is suddenly. You know what? The way they should kill her, and they are going to kill her in a gruesome way. I reckon she should just be standing there, and all of a sudden a dragon whips by from off screen, takes her off screen, and that's it. Cut to black.
It sounds like a scary movie.
No, not even a scary. Maybe a little bit of a jump.
Like a farcical. No, not like a scary movie. It sounds like one of the scary movie films where. Like,
right. Yeah.
They just have like some shit like how they get hit by a car at the end.
Yeah.
It sounds shit.
Yeah. It should be shit because it's almost like I'm tired. I'm tired of these people that I grow to love die.
Yeah. Well, in all fairness, right, this is a TV series with Val Amagulis. It's a TV series based on a series of books which have been coming out since like the early 90s. So as bad as you think it is, there are people that
I don't think it's
probably
bad.
Don't watch this TV show. Well, not like bad, but I mean like how bad it is becoming attached to characters and watching them die horribly. But there are people out there who've been following this story since the early 90s, and like it's not a story that's concluded in books. The next one was due out this year, and then it got put back to next year. So there are people out there who have been following this since the 90s and are as you're as up to date with the story as them.
Yeah.
So it must suck to be those guys.
Yeah, especially since they know.
To have the. I mean, the show isn't 100% caught up with the books, but it's getting there, and it will be within the next year or so. And it'll outpace it. It'll outpace the books. And then, like I say, like, can you imagine the way you feel about like these characters dying and stuff? Can you imagine if you'd been following it since like 1991 or whatever?
Yeah,
that would suck.
It would.
So props to you guys who've been reading A Song of Ice and Fire since the fucking first book came out, and also hopefully if you've been reading it since the first book came out, you've still got your first edition copy somewhere because that's going to be worth some money. You should sell that shit.
This might be really offensive to say, but they must know that he's not going to finish the series, right?
What makes you say that? Like he's going to die?
Yeah.
What?
It's taken him 20 years to write.
Well, he's got a certain amount of books in mind, and then I think he's got like 7 in mind, and like 5 are out, and 1 is being written at the moment. So we're only talking another. Let's say 10 years, right? Let's be really optimistic and say both books will be out in 10 years' time.
Yeah.
But it's not like the dude's like in his 80s, you know what I mean?
Is he not in his 80s? He looks pretty old.
I think that's like a lifestyle thing. But he just needs to like, I don't know, eat less cheeseburgers or something.
Yeah. But he's American, isn't he? Is he American?
I don't know, he could be. Probably. I think he is.
The first bit of racism in our video
there. Hey man. That's not fair. America's not a race. It's xenophobic. I will not be accused of being a racist when I'm a xenophobe, goddammit.
I think I was having a discussion with someone
who from this direction.
Accused them of being racist. And they said, no, I'm xenophobic.
It's a fair distinction. It's not, because prejudice is lame.
Prejudice is Prejudice.
I think I'm pretty sure I almost just said Prejudice is gay without any like hint of irony. So, and I was like, that's not the one.
That's not right.
It's my schoolboy.
It's perfect. That would go on. That would go
my
on a t-shirt.
schoolboy vocabulary.
That would go on a
Prejudice is
t-shirt.
gay.
That's the most wonderful quote. That's the title of this episode.
Prejudice is gay.
I feel like I'm done with this game.
Yeah, right. I feel like I'm just kind of spinning my wheels and just going around, and I don't know where I am. What I'm doing.
I
Fuck it, should we call it a
recognise
day?
that room. Go back to that room. I recognise that. That's the cock room. That's where the cock is. You see at the top right.
Right.
And there was a guy down here. It's gone because you killed him.
We came. Oh yeah, that's right. We came all the way down this shaft. See what I did there?
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah,
I didn't even know you did it on purpose. That's really good.
Yeah.
I feel like we're done with the game.
Let's call this one a day. This is Super Metroid. It is a good game. You need far more patience than I have.
If
and
they've
you
got,
probably need
if
to
they've
be
watched
paying
this,
attention.
if they've watched this,
Yeah.
and listened to us talk about shaving,
And Breaking Bad and
they've got more patience than us.
yeah. And I feel like, just mentioning Breaking Bad, I feel like maybe we should add a tiny disclaimer there. While we run towards our spaceship to fucking go home and fuck all this shit.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure this is actually...
Is that an option? That is a
plan.
wonderful option.
Just fucking go home. Like, save, quit, or like bollocks to this.
Yeah.
Just go home. But yeah, just on the subject of Breaking Bad, I mentioned that it kind of paints all the women in Albuquerque to be like really awful. So if you're like a woman who lives in Albuquerque, or if you're a guy who lives in Albuquerque who knows women there,
are they awful?
I didn't mean it. Yeah, like please inform me. Like,
let us know.
if there's one thing I hate, it's ignorance, right? And me not knowing is ignorance. That's the definition, right? I'm not being slanderous. I'd like to know. Let me know.
Yeah. Willful ignorance is bad.
If you've watched Breaking Bad, right? Is every woman in your life in that city
as bad as that?
As bad as like Skylar or Head or...
And do you sell methamphetamine?
And yeah, is there like a lot of meth in your city? Because that show kind of paints as well, like when Jesse's like out selling meth on the streets, it kind of paints everyone in the whole place.
Yeah.
To be like...
They can't be doing well
users.
for tourists.
No, right? Anyway, this is Super Metroid. Give it a play. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, it's definitely a single player experience that you're going to want to sink your teeth into much more than you can while talking about the bollocks we've been talking about. So let's call this a day and play something else and talk bollocks over that instead.
Sweet.
Cool, let's do it.
Thanks for watching.
Yes. That's a microphone.
Alright, I think that went alright. How long do you think that lasted?
God. At least an hour.
2 hours. 9 minutes.
Jesus Christ.